Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. Seeing as it's snowing up here in southeast Wisconsin today, we're going to head out to somewhere where it's probably snowing even worse. That is New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon, New Hampshire, as we're going to play Red, White, and Blue Racin by PLAAY Games. Just like it sounds, it's a racing game. I did qualifying earlier this morning while I was still filming Mystical Munchies, which has of course been uploaded to the channel. So let's take a look. Let's meet our field today. Starting on the pole, we've got Kurt Busch, then Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with a blue chip on a great performance in race week. Austin Dillon in third, Carl Edwards in fourth, Ryan Newman in fifth, Eric Almirola in sixth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in seventh, who had a little bit of a scuffle with Juan Pablo Montoya, who's starting in the 8th position. Then we've got Matt DiBenedetto in 9th, David Reagan at 10, Jeff Burton is number 11, Reagan Smith, one of our TV drivers, is 12th. Any of our TV drivers are in yellow, by the way. It might be a little bit hard to see. Alex Bowman is 13th, Chris Buescher is 14th, Landon Cassill is 15th, Casey Kane is 16th, Brad Keselowski is 17th, Greg Biffle's 18th, Ryan Blaney's 19th, and I'm not going to worry about going through the bottom group since we will be going through them at some point. So we've got fans filing in here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We're expecting a sellout crowd of 90-some-odd thousand. So let's say we drop the green flag, and I'm going to make a note of our leader. To start with, and let's go racing. So just to explain the dice, the metallic, these purple and black dice that I've used in other games by PLAAY are replacing the metallic dice that come with the game. I swapped them out for a little better size. So let's jump into this one. We are starting off with a duel right off the bat. 10 on the duel is the number 4 cars in the middle group. So we're looking at Buescher and Cassill, which means we get to see what Buescher does with his duel first. So we need the blue die we need the red die to see if he passes gas. Blue die is who he's going after, and white die is the defense on who he's going after. So it doesn't actually matter. He will not pass gas. He would have been going after Carl Edwards, so he will end up with a performance chip, and now he's got to try to stay out of trouble. To stay out of trouble, Buescher needs to roll a 6 or lower, which he will not. He will get collected. If I can ever get a nail under the card. Come on. There we go. And now we'll move over to Landon Cassill. See who he's going after. He will pass gas. Looking at number 5 spot, that's Eric Almirola, and he will spend the chip to... Actually, I believe defense doesn't matter on a duel. Let me double check that. Should be duel reference here. Actually, I've got to come back in here. So on the duel... Oh, it looks like it's just equal to or higher than the duel. So, wait, hold up, equal to or higher than the gas pedal, equal to or less than the gas pedal, so Cassill will actually win that duel. He was going against, and there's no defense, I don't think, on here. Nope, so Cassill going after Almirola, but he'll spend the chip to stay in the position. We'll see if Buescher can get out of trouble on the first lap of the race. He's got to roll He's got a C pit crew, so he's got to roll a 9 to try to stay in the race. And he will stay in the race. Everybody else will move up. Coming up from the bottom group. Actually, we got to take from the bottom. Coming up from the bottom group will be Dave Rudeman. Buescher will move to the back of the bottom group. That's lap 1. So now let's jump into lap 2. This time we're looking at the top group, and we're looking for Star, trying to take the lead. Earnhardt Jr.'s got it, and he's got 2 cracks at this. He will pass... Actually, we only need that die. He will pass gas, but Kurt Busch will hold him off. Almirola, actually, he's got 2 shots at it. He will pass gas, and this time, Busch can't hold him off. Dale Jr. will take the lead for now. Almirola, no star. Newman's got star. But he will not pass gas. Carl Edwards, no. Austin Dillon, yes. But he doesn't pass gas. Over to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Stenhouse Jr. will pass gas, and Earnhardt and Stenhouse Jr. will actually move in to take the lead. So that's lap 2, and Ricky Stenhouse now in the lead. Over to lap 3. We're looking at the top group again, and this time we're looking at reflex. Busch has got reflex, trying to get past Stenhouse Jr. He will pass gas, but Stenhouse Jr. able to hold him off. Almirola, no. Newman, yes, has reflex. Newman will pass gas. Stenhouse will spend the chip to stay in the lead. Edwards has got 2 cracks at it. He will pass gas, but Stenhouse will defend. And again, Stenhouse will defend thanks to the brake bonus. Dillon's got it. Will not pass gas, though, and Earnhardt Jr. doesn't have it. So Stenhouse survives another lap, survives a lap in the lead. Over to lap 4. We're looking at the middle group this time, and we're checking for heat. We'll start off Rudiman, no. Blaney, no. Biffle, no. Keselowski, no. Kane, yes. Kane will pass, I believe equal to passes. I'm pretty sure equal passes. Yes, equal does pass. Equal will pass. He's looking at Carl Edwards. Edwards will hold him off without needing the chip. Cassill, no, 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 yes. Montoya's got heat. Montoya will not pass gas, though. So that'll do it for lap 4 as we're getting ready for lap 5 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We're looking at the bottom group, and we're looking for skill. So now we'll turn the cards over. Jimmy Johnson, you better believe he's got skill. Trying to move into the middle group here. He does pass gas, trying to go after the 5th group, looking at Biffle. And Biffle will move down to the middle, will move down to the bottom group. Gordon has skill. Gordon will pass gas, looking at Blaney, and Blaney will move down to the bottom group as Gordon moves up. Busch, no. Hamlin, no. Larson, yes, and he's got 2 cracks at it. Will pass gas. Looking at the odd in the 6th group, so that's Rudiman, and Rudiman will not be able to hold him off. So Larson moves into the middle group. Patrick, yeah, Danica Patrick's got heat. She will pass gas, trying to get into the odd, trying to get past Jimmy Johnson, and she will not actually. Johnson has enough brake to hold her off. McMurray, no. Gilliland, no. Chase Elliott, yes. Will pass gas, trying to get into the middle group at Casey Kane's expense, and he will. Matt Kenseth, yes. Matt Kenseth will pass gas, trying to get past Jeff Gordon, and he will. As Gordon goes right back into the bottom group. Allmendinger, no. Harvick, no. Logano, no. Mark Martin, yes. He will pass gas, trying to get into looking at Matt Kenseth, and Martin will make his way into the middle group, that 18th place in the middle group, proving to be a hot commodity. McDowell, no. Menard, no. Truex, yes. Truex will pass gas, trying to get into the even spot, so Cassill and Truex will move up into the middle group. He'll move into 14th place. Stewart's got heat. He will pass gas, trying to get past Chase Elliott, and he will get past Elliott. Boyer, no. Ambrose, no. Mears, no. Another TV driver. Dillon, yes. Dillon will pass gas, trying to get into 13th place past Bowman, and he will. God bless it. Keeping my nails short is making it hard with these cards. Suarez, yes. Suarez will pass gas, trying to get into the odd in the fourth group, actually. So that's Tony Stewart. He will. Tony falling almost back to the bottom of the pack. Buscher's got heat. He will pass gas, trying to get up all the way to 10th place, and Reagan will not be able to hold him off. So Buscher goes from last to 10th. So a very nice run there by Chris Buscher. And that'll be it for lap 5. We're getting ready for lap 6 here. Let's see what we're getting up to. We're looking at the top group, and we're looking for reflex. Kurt Busch has got reflex. He will pass gas. Actually, we don't even need that die. And then Busch will move into the lead for the time being. Let's see if he survives the turn in the lead. We're looking for reflex. Almirola, no. Newman, yes. Newman will pass gas, and Busch won't be able to hold him off. So Newman moving into the lead. Edwards, yes. Edwards passes gas, and Newman can't hold him off. That's a Dillon, no. Dillon, yes. But Dillon is not able to pass gas. Earnhardt, no. So Carl Edwards will end up in the lead. And now we've got our first pit turn coming up in the race. So once I find my notes for pit turns, there we are. So now we'll see who gets to pit. I need these dice. That's what I need. That is the middle group. Actually, middle group gets to pit, but first we're going to swap drivers in the 3rd and 4th position in each group. There we are. Yep. Not what I wanted to do. Hopefully when I get the mat in from the play sale, that won't happen again. Okay, so we swapped those. Now we'll get the chips ready. Everybody's going to roll on their fast pit. That's in the middle group. Okay, Larson needs a 7 for a fast pit. He will not get it. Martin needs a 6. He's got it. Johnson needs a 9. He will not get it. Keselowski needs an 8. He's got it. Smith needs a 4. Nope. Dillon needs a 5. He's got it. Suarez needs a 6. He's got it. Truex needs an 8. He'll get it easily. Burton needs a 6. No. Buscher needs a 5. No. DiBenedetto needs a 3. He's got problems in the pits. No. And Montoya needs a 6. No. So now we'll rearrange in both groups. Let's stack these. You know what? I'm going to use one of these other cards so I can actually get under. Come on! Oy vey. The price of liking to keep my fingernails short. There we go. Now everybody will move up. And in the top group, somebody gets to challenge for the lead. Let's see who. That will be Ryan Newman, but he will not pass gas. So Carl Edwards will stay in the lead at the end of the first pit turn. That's it for lap 7. Let's move into lap 8. Yep, nope, right. I need the black die, actually. That will be the middle group, and we're checking for star. Larson, no. Johnson, yes. He will pass gas, going after... Actually, he'll pass gas, going after Dylan, but Dylan will be able to hold him off with brake bonus. Smith, no. Burton, yes. Burton will pass gas, going after Almirola, and Almirola won't be able to hold off Burton, as Burton will move all the way from 16th up to 6th. Busher, no, no, no. Yes, Martin's got star. He will not pass gas, though. Keselowski's got star, and he's got 2 shots at it. He will pass gas, going after Dylan, who will spend the chip to stay in 2nd place. Dylan, no, no, and no for Truex. Okay, that's it for lap 8. Let's get ready for lap 9 coming up. I'm going to do a little bit of organizing over here first. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, never mind. Heading into, what did we say, lap 9 of this 32-lap race. We're looking at the middle group again, and this time we've got a potential problem. Uh-oh. So now we've got to see what the problem is going to be. So we have to determine who's affected. And actually, yeah, middle group problem. So we're going to use the red and white dice. That's a 24, which will affect driver number 2 even. So driver 2 even, that's going to affect Ty Dillon. And now we've got Ty Dillon. See what kind of problem he's got. He's got a 21. Cut tire causes wreck out of the race, and we have a caution. So actually, could he spend the chip to avoid that? On the potential problem. I don't think so. Actually, I think I resolved the problem all wrong, but let me see here. Quality challenges, trouble. Problem roll red and white dice, check the problem results. Okay, so I think you'll roll on the driver finder, then the problem finder to determine the chart. Okay, so we actually did that right. That brings me back to the fact that, who did we establish? I think 24 was driver 2 even, so that's Ty Dillon. But he will not finish. So I'm going to mark him as out of the race. Ouch. That is a terrible break for Ty Dillon. So he'll go over to my side pile where the do not finishes are going to go. And then coming up from the bottom group will be Greg Biffle. So a catastrophe for Ty Dillon ends his day rather early, heading into lap 10. This time we're looking at the top group and we're looking for heat. No, no, yes for Newman. Newman will pass gas, and Edwards will not be able to hold him off without spending the chip. Kurt Busch has got heat. He will pass gas, and Edwards will not be able to hold him off this time. Kurt Busch will take the lead. Earnhardt Jr.'s got heat. He will not pass gas, though, and Dillon no heat. So Kurt Busch back in the lead once again. And that's already lap 10. We're already out of the first third of the race. Lap 11 coming up. We've got a duel. So duel here is going to be number 5 car in the top group. He'll be dueling against Kurt Busch. So that is Jeff Burton. And we resolve and we check, and it's just a gas. Let's see, just checking a duel. So that's who we are. So we've got Jeff Burton. Actually, yeah, we've got Jeff Burton getting ready to go for a duel here. Yep. Actually, that's a 6. That'll actually be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. getting ready for a duel. So we roll the red die and compare it to the gas rating. He will pass gas. He'll take the lead from Kurt Busch, get a performance chip, and then Busch has got to try to stay out of trouble. He's got to roll a 7 or less to try to stay out of trouble. And he will. Kurt Busch is completely fine. So that's now Stenhouse moving back into the lead again. And that's it for lap 11. Getting ready for lap 12. This time we're looking at the bottom group, and we're checking. We've got trouble, potentially. So we're going to see if anybody... Do we go? I think we go through that for everybody I established earlier. Check the colored dice, rolled for the turn. Assign the problem to the cars. Check a total of 6 ranks. So we've got a trouble. So we've got the bottom group potentially... Yeah, bottom group potentially trouble. For each driver starting from the leading position. So we are going to start, and we're checking on we're using the escape rating. Okay. So Blaney with an escape rating of an 8. He's fine. Kyle Busch with an escape rating of a 7. He is not fine. He's going to get collected. Hamlin with an 8. Also gets collected, so we're going to have a caution turn. I'm going to move everybody who gets collected up here. So we're going to have at least 1 lap under caution. Rudeman with a 9. He will be okay. Patrick with a 5. She will, just barely survive. McMurray with an 8. He will get collected, so we're going to have 2 laps under caution. Gilliland with a 7. Will be fine, just barely. Kane with a 7 as well. He will get collected. Gordon with an 8. He will be fine. Allmendinger with a 6. Will get collected. Harvick with a 9. Snake Eyes will duck it easily. Logano with an 8. He's fine. Kenseth with an 8. He's all clear. Oop. Come on. McDowell with an 8. He gets collected. We're going to have wow, this is going to be a big wreck. Menard with an 8. He's fine. Cassill with an 8. He's fine. Elliott with a 7. Chase Elliott's fine. Clint Boyer with a 7. He will just barely get out of trouble. Ambrose with an 8. He will also just barely escape. Mears with an 8. He will get collected. Bowman with an 8. Will just barely survive. Stewart with an 8 as well. He will just barely survive. And Reagan with a 7. He will be fine. So we ended up with 7 drivers in that trouble. So I'm going to mark off 2 caution turns now before I forget. But we are in the middle third of the race. So we've got to check to see if they're able to repair from a trouble roll. So first up we'll deal with Kyle Busch. His crew's a B, so he's got to roll an 8 to stay in the race. He will. Hamlin with a B crew as well. He's got to roll an 8 to stay in the race. He will, just barely. With a B crew for McMurray, another 8. McMurray back in the race. Kane with a C crew needs a 7, which just barely, but he'll get it. Almendinger with a C crew also needs a 7. He will get it. McDowell with an E-pit crew, he's in trouble. He needs a 5, which he will not get that. Michael McDowell will become our second driver to not finish. Just going to note that. And last but not least, Casey Mears with a D crew needs a 6. Casey Mears will get back in the race. Okay, 2 laps under caution takes us to lap 14. That'll be top group, and we're looking for star this time. No, Jeff Burton's got star. He will pass gas. Stenhouse will spend the chip to stay in the lead. Newman's got star. He will pass gas, and Stenhouse will not be able to hold him off. Newman will take the lead. Edwards without star. Earnhardt Jr.'s got it and 2 shots at it. Will pass gas, but Newman will be able to hold him off the first time. And will pass gas. Newman will hold him off the second time as well. Dillon also with star. He will pass gas. Newman will not be able to hold Dillon off, so Austin Dillon now taking the lead here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Okay, that brings us to lap 15. And we're looking at the top group once again, and this time we're looking for smart. Kurt Busch has got smart. He will not pass gas, shockingly. Let's see. Burton's not smart. Stenhouse. Edwards has got it. Edwards will pass gas, and Dillon won't be able to hold him off. Carl Edwards will vault back into the lead. No and no. So Edwards taking the lead for the second time in this race. And that'll bring us over to lap 16. Lap 16, top group again, and this time we're looking for skill. No, 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 yes for Dillon. Dillon will pass gas, and Edwards not able to hold him off. Dillon will take the lead back. Earnhardt's got skill. Will pass gas, and Earnhardt will move into the lead. Newman also with skill. Actually, I only need these 2 dice because everybody's going after the leader. Newman's got it. Newman passes gas, and Ryan Newman will take the lead for the first time in this race. And that'll bring us into our second pit turn of the race. Let's see who gets to pit. We're already halfway through the race. A caution turn will do that, though. Let's see. 3 will be the middle group will get to pit. We'll swap 4 and 5. Come on. Okay. And then the middle group gets to pit. Biffle with a 6. He won't get it. Larson with a 7. No. Almirola with a 6. Will get it. Busher with a 5. Will get it. Johnson with a 9. Will get it easily. Smith with a 4. Nope. DiBenedetto with a 3. Nope. Montoya looking for a 6. Will get it. Martin looking for a 6 as well. Will not get it. Keselowski needs an 8. Will not get it. Suarez needs a 6. Nope. And Truex needs an 8. he will get it. We'll rearrange the groups. And then an undefended challenge coming in the top group. That will be Edwards, and Edwards will pass gas. He'll go right back in the lead. Carl Edwards hovering near the top of the group. This is his third time in this race in the lead. Heading into lap 18 next. Let's see what we get up to here. We are looking at the middle group this time, and we're looking for control. No, yes for Larson. Larson will pass gas, trying to move up against Burton, and with only 1 point of brake bonus, Burton will move down into 18th place. Kyle Larson moving all the way up to 5th. All right, Di Benedetto with control as well. He will pass gas, trying to move on Dylan, and Dylan will not be able to hold off Di Benedetto. Di Benedetto will go all the way up to 3rd. Smith also has control, but will not pass gas. Johnson's got 2 shots at it. Will pass gas, trying to move up on Larson, but Larson will be able to hold him off. Second shot for Johnson. Will pass gas, trying to move up on Earnhardt Jr., and Johnson will vault all the way into 2nd. Come on. There we go. Almirola with control as well. Will pass gas, trying to move up on Kurt Busch. And with only 2 points of brake bonus, Kurt Busch will succumb to the challenge of Almirola, as Almirola will move up to 7th. Buescher with control as well. Buescher will not pass gas. Montoya's got it. He will pass gas, trying to move up on Di Benedetto. He will spend the chip to move up to 3rd place. Martin with control will pass gas, trying to move up on Newman. Newman will hold him off easily, though. Keselowski with control will pass gas, trying to move up on Newman, but Newman will hold him off once again. No and yes for Truex. He will pass gas, right? Yes, he will. Trying to move up on Stenhouse. He'll spend the chip to move up into the top group, move up into 6th. And that'll be it for lap 18. We're getting set for lap 19 coming up. Let's see what we've got here. We're looking at the middle group, and we're looking for heat. I don't think there are too many drivers with heat in this case. Biffle does have heat, though. Will pass gas, trying to move up on Montoya, and Biffle will move all the way up to 3rd. Let's see, we're looking for heat. No. Yes, actually, Earnhardt does have heat. Earnhardt will not pass gas, though. Busch has also got heat. Will pass gas, trying to move up on Johnson. Johnson has enough brake bonus to hold him off without the chip. Buescher will not pass gas. We're looking for heat. No, Martin's got heat. Martin will pass gas, trying to move up on Newman, but Newman will hold him off easily. No, Suarez has heat. Will pass gas, trying to move up on Larson, and a 6 says Suarez will be able to move up on Larson. So that'll put Suarez into 5th. And no for Stenhouse. That is lap 19 in the books. We're nearing the We're nearing the final third of this race. Let's see what lap 20 brings for us. That's another duel. And that'll be the number 4 car in the top group. So that'll be Suarez looking for the duel. Trying to take the lead from Edwards. He will take the lead. That'll give him a performance chip. Carl Edwards has to roll a 9 to stay out of trouble. And just barely, but he will. So that is, who is that? Daniel Sutton, I think. Or Daniel Suarez, actually, in the lead for the first time this race. He's got 2 chips and an additional brake bonus, so he's got some room to play with. Lap 21 coming up. We are looking at the top group, and we're looking for skill. No, 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 yes for Newman. Newman will pass Gas, but Suarez will be able to hold him off. Yes for Biffle. Passes Gas, but Suarez is able to hold him off. Johnson also with skill. Doesn't pass Gas. So Suarez ducks a little bit of trouble there. Lap 22 coming up. We are looking at the middle group, and we're looking for Smart. Middle group Smart. Montoya's Smart. He will not pass Gas, though. No, no, yes for Smith. Passes Gas, trying to move up on Carl Edwards, but Edwards will be able to hold him off. Let's see, Smart. No, yes for Kurt Busch, who started this race in the lead. He's fallen. He will pass Gas, trying to move up on Biffle, and a 6 says Kurt Busch will get back into the top group into 3rd place. Let's see, back to looking for Smart. No, yes for Di Benedetto. Di Benedetto will pass Gas, trying to move up on Truex, and he will get up to 6th place on Truex. No, yes for Keselowski. He's smart. Keselowski will pass Gas, trying to move up on Almirola. Almirola will spend the chip to stay there. Larson is not smart, neither is Stenhouse. So we're getting into the tail end of this race. We are in the final third of it officially. Lap 23 coming up. Top group, looking at Star. No, no, no. Newman's a Star. He will pass Gas. Actually, I don't even need that die. Suarez will spend 1 chip to fend off Newman. No, and Johnson's got it. Johnson will pass Gas. I don't know why I keep rolling that die, but they'll both end up canceling each other out for spending the chips. So neither one with chips. Suarez still in the lead here as we go into lap 24. We've got another duel. This time, the number 5 cars in the middle group. So number 5 cars in the middle group. Right. We'll look at Smith first, see who he's taking on. Blue for who he's taking on. Red for the result of his gas check. He is taking on Jimmy Johnson, and he will pass Gas. So Reagan Smith moving all the way up to 2nd place. Johnson's got to roll his escape rating to see if he stays out of trouble. He does stay out of trouble, just barely. Dylan. Also, Smith gets a blue chip. Dylan, let's see who he's taking on. Dylan is looking to move up on Carl Edwards, and he will pass Gas. So Dylan makes his way into the top group. Carl Edwards falls back down, and Edwards has got to roll an 8 to stay out of trouble. Actually, that's a 9 to stay out of trouble. He will stay out of trouble. So a good break there for Carl Edwards as he manages to keep out of trouble coming out of that duel. Lap 25 as we're getting down to the tail end of this race. We are looking at the top group, and we're looking at TV drivers. Actually, I believe This is one thing I've never been clear about. I'm not sure if TV refers to a TV quality. I'm going to rule it refers to TV drivers. So in this case, that's going to be Almirola. In the top group, he will pass Gas and Suarez won't be able to hold him off. So Almirola will take the lead. Over to Dylan, Almirola is not likely to stay in the lead long. He will not pass Gas. I think he could spend the chip anyway, even if he doesn't pass Gas. Oh, it looks like there's actually a roll for who would spend the chip in the event challenges fail. So, anywho, looking at that, he didn't pass Gas. So actually, Dylan will spend the chip to move into the lead. Smith's got a chip coming up anyway as well. Let's see what he does. He will pass Gas. He won't need the chip, so Reagan Smith now moves into the lead. I think we've got a couple of Smiths in the field. No we don't. What we have is lap 26 coming up, though. Top group, and we're looking for skill. Suarez has got skill. He will pass Gas, but Smith will be able to hold him off. Almirola's got skill. He will not pass Gas, though. Newman's also got skill. Won't pass Gas either. Bush, no. Dylan, yes. Dylan won't pass Gas, though, so Reagan Smith manages to hold everybody off. 27, we've got our last pit turn of the race. Okay, so 4 is middle group gets to pit. We'll swap 5 and 6 first, though. There we go. Now, the middle group gets to try to pit for performance chips. This could be huge. Edwards with an 8. He will get it. Johnson with a 9. He will get it easily with Snake Eyes. Montoya with a 6. No. Burton with a 6. No. Don't know why the dice were getting stuck in the dice tower. Earnhardt with a 7. No. Biffle with a 6. No. Busher with a 5. No. Truex with an 8. Yes. Martin with a 6. Yes. Keselowski with an 8. Yes. Larson with a 7. Yes. Just barely right on the nose. Stenhouse with a 5. Snake Eyes will give him a chip. We'll rearrange. And then an undefended challenge in the top group. That is Kurt Busch, and he will take the lead. Actually, I think Smith could still spend a chip to fend off the challenge, right? May choose to spend a chip. Yep, he will spend the chip to maintain. So Smith will spend the chip to stay in the lead. As we're headed for lap 28. That's a duel. And we'll be looking at Fume Feud. We don't have a Fume Feud. That'll be the number 6 cars in the middle group. We'll look at Biffle first. Biffle is trying to go after Di Benedetto. He will not pass gas, though. Di Benedetto will get a critical critical blue chip. Biffle's now got to roll a 9 to stay out of trouble. He will. Earnhardt. Let's see who he's moving up on. Earnhardt is moving up, trying to move up on Busch, but he will not pass gas either. A couple of huge blue chips coming for 2 drivers in the top group. Earnhardt's now got to roll an 8 to stay out of trouble. He will get it. Lap 29 coming up as we're headed rapidly toward the end of this race. We'll be looking at the bottom group and we'll be looking for reflex. Bottom group and we're looking for reflex. Blaney's got it. Blaney will pass gas, trying to move up on odd in the 5th group. That's Montoya, and Montoya will not be able to hold him off. Blaney moving up to 17th place here late in the race. Rudimann's got reflex as well. He will not pass gas, though. Over to Danica Patrick, who's got reflex. She will pass gas, trying to move in on Blaney. Blaney will not be able to hold her off. Patrick making her first appearance in the middle group. Gilliland, no. Gordon, yes. Gordon will pass gas, trying to move it in on even in the 2nd group. That's Keselowski. Keselowski will burn a chip to stay there. Harvick's got skill. He will pass gas, trying to move in on odd in the 3rd group. That is Buescher. Buescher will spend the chip to stay in the middle group. Logano's got it. Logano will pass gas, trying to move it in on odd in the 5th group. That's Patrick. Patrick will move right back down to the bottom group as Logano moves up to 17th. Kenseth, no. Menard, yes. Menard will pass gas, trying to move in on odd in the 1st group. That is Kyle Larson. Larson will spend the chip to stay there. Cassill, no. Elliott, no. Boyer, yes. Boyer will pass gas, trying to move it in on trying to move in on Biffle. Biffle will move it down to the bottom group. Ambrose has got it. He will pass gas, trying to move in on even in the 2nd group. That's Burton. Burton will move back down to the bottom group. As Ambrose moves up to 16th. Bowman, no. Stewart, no. Reagan, no. Kyle Busch, yes. And start. He's got 2 shots at it. He will pass gas, trying to move in on odd in the 1st group. That is Kyle Larson, and he will. So Kyle Busch will end up in 9th. Hamlin's got it. He will pass gas, trying to move in on odd in the 3rd group. That is Buescher. Buescher will not be able to hold him off. Hamlin will move into 13th place. McMurray's got it. McMurray will pass gas, trying to move in on odd in the 3rd group. That's Hamlin, who just moved back up. He's right back down into the bottom group. Kane's got it. Kane will pass gas, trying to move it in on odd in the 5th group. That's Joey Logano. He will move up to 17th. Allmendinger with reflex. Wow. Okay, triple ones. There's something special about triple ones. I think that's a problem result. I believe triple ones are a problem result of some kind. Red, White, Blue challenges results that are triples. Challenging driver rolls again on the problem finder. Okay, so that's Allmendinger. Allmendinger with a 21. Cut tire causes wreck. Out of the race, we're going to have a yellow. We're going to have a turn under caution. So AJ Allmendinger now will not finish. So AJ Allmendinger moves into the DNF. And Mears, no. So we're going to mark off lap 28, or lap 29, and lap 30. That was for lap 29. Lap 30 is going to be under caution. And we're going to be getting the white flag here momentarily. Let's see what we're doing as we get the white flag. We're looking at the middle group, and we're looking for skill. Earnhardt Jr.'s got skill. He will not pass gas, though. Boyer's got skill. Passes gas. Actually, I do need both of those. He'll try to move up on Di Benedetto. He will spend the chip to stay there. No, no, no. Yes, Johnson's got skill. He will pass gas, trying to move up on Di Benedetto, and Johnson will move up to 7th place. Back to skill, McMurray. No, no, yes for Mark Martin. He will not pass gas, though. Although he could spend a chip to move up anyway. He would be moving up on, trying to move up on Almirola. He will spend the chip, actually, to move up to 5th place. Keselowski, no. Kyle Busch has got skill. Passes gas, trying to move up on Mark Martin, but because of the brake bonus, Martin will hold him off. And Stenhouse, no. So we're about to head for the checkered flag. Let's see what we're doing here. This is the 32nd and final lap of this race here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We are looking at the top group, oh boy, and we've got a trouble roll. So everybody's got to roll their escape to try to stay out of trouble. Check the color die for the turn. Okay, check a total of 6 ranks, starting with the initial cars identified and working backwards. Okay, so we'll start from Smith, see if he can avoid it. He's got to roll an 8 or less. Which he will, just barely. Dillon trying to roll an 8 as well. He will be fine. Busch needs to roll a 7. He's also got a chip, which he will use to stay out of trouble. Newman with an 8. He will get collected. Martin with an 8 will also get collected. Suarez with a 5 will also get collected. So we're getting this on the checkered flag. Johnson with a 7. He will also be fine. So that's technically happening with the checkered flag. But the race, I think, is still over at that point. So we're going to move everybody up, and we'll see if our 3 drivers are able to finish. This would be a shame for these 3 drivers so deep in the race to not be able to finish. And coming up from the bottom group, hold on. We got to move him up. And then I think we've got to bring, looks like we're going to have to bring 3 drivers up from the bottom group before we see if our collected drivers are able to finish. There we go. Okay, so coming up from the bottom group will be Juan Pablo Montoya again, David Rudiman, and Ryan Blaney. We'll see if our wrecked drivers are able to finish. They're looking at, this was a trouble roll. So, Newman with a B. He needs a 6 in the final third, which he will get. Mark Martin with a C crew. He needs a 5. Mark Martin will finish. And Daniel Suarez with a 5 as well. He will just barely not finish. So Daniel Suarez will not finish. And we will fall into the checkered flag. As Reagan Smith manages to hold off everybody and avoid trouble to win this race. That'll do it for this playthrough of Red, White, and Blue Racin by PLAAY Games. I really enjoy this game. I definitely like the narrative the narrative you're getting out of it. And the reason I brought it back to the channel so soon was because I was doing a little bit of stress testing because Jester and I have been brainstorming in the green room after Christmas in Arkham. We've been brainstorming after Christmas in Arkham the last couple nights with the Fate of the Elder Gods tournament, figuring out a new way to get through, figuring out a new way to maybe determine the opponent. This came up, but I'm going to have to add a Lovecraftian touch to it before I'm going to be warm to using it for that purpose. I've got another few games I could look at as well, but we'll see how some of those work out. We may be I think we'll probably be unboxing something new that I picked up to look at for precisely that project. I'll plug everything that's coming up on the channel, though, tomorrow. Actually, tonight after Jester and I are live with the Fate of the Elder Gods tournament finale, as the winners group is waiting for us. Atlach Naka, Azathoth, or Shubni Gudath will be our opponent for Christmas in Arkham this year. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone.